Coffee courses, are they worth it? And what ones should I do, James? Those are questions that I get asked an awful lot now that I appear on the internet. And today's presentation will be an open discussion of some of the thoughts that I have around coffee courses, whether you should take them, which ones you should take, what learning tracks you may want to get through, and are they valuable? So let's get into it. For context, I've been roasting coffee now for 17 years, and I started in the coffee industry as a barista or a bar back in 1999, and we're now May 2026. In that period of time, I have undertaken an awful lot of courses. I have done one-on-one tuition, online courses, in-person courses, and I've found them really quite good. But would you find them quite good? Well, I think that's actually difficult for me to say, and it's proportionate to what you want from your coffee career. So there's the first question that I think you need to answer. Are you actually going to be starting a career in coffee? Because if you are, there are certain types of courses that you could take that assist you or will assist you in your career path. If, however, you're a home barista or you just are interested in coffee, there again are courses, but are more proportionate to that desire. So when I started back in 1999, I took some courses from the roastery that the cafe was working with, and it was fairly basic, introduction to coffee, how to pull some shots, and just general stuff about how to be a barista. It was proportionate to the point of my career. I was just starting out. I didn't really need to know much, but it was really good to feel like, A, I've got out of the business for a day, and B, that I've learned something and that my employer knew that I was committed to actually, well, pushing on in my career path. So that's something that you've got to ask yourself. Do you need this for you? Do you need this for your employment track? Does it give you credibility within the workplace? If the answer is yes to those things, well, you may as well go and book one. And on that basis, why not reach out to your local coffee roaster and figure out whether they have a home barista or home brewing? How about maybe an introduction to green coffee or an introduction to coffee itself? Learn a little bit of the stuff that's broad, and it's good to therefore be sat with another group of people. You can converse between them, understand what you like about the industry, what you like about coffee. Embed yourself with the roastery. Unfortunately, actually, there's one thing that we need to do as a business better, and that is provide in-house training for, well, external training, pardon me, for home baristas. It's something that I will do at the point at which I'll employ a person, because I don't have the time to do that. But reaching out to your local roastery, the one that you buy coffee from most often, is a really good starting point. Now, the point I think that courses gain really good value is when you're either a home barista and you've decided that you really enjoy this and you want to expand into the professional realm of courses, or you are a professional and you want to embed yourself within the industry, give yourself credibility both externally and internally, and therefore want to engage with an education track, something that goes beyond the idea of a course, so an instance of learning, and rather now a sequence of learning that ends up in some sort of accreditation. For that, I highly recommend the SCA learning track. We can look at green coffee, being a barista, so espresso brewing. We can look at brewing more generally, so filter style brewing. We can look at green coffee and roasting. There's a whole raft of things that you can explore, and through that there are different tiered expressions of those courses and education track, which is proportionate to where you want to be in your career or where you are in your career. I've taken a few of those, not all of them, and that's the caveat there, is that you actually don't need courses. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'll remind you that the only way to learn anything in life is to get stuck in and do the thing. So if you want to roast, if you want to brew coffee, if you want to buy green coffee, if you want to do anything within the coffee industry, the best experience is doing the thing. So if you want real experience, the thing to do, if you're a roaster, is buy a small roaster. If you want to brew espresso, buy yourself a little espresso machine. If you want to study green coffee, get yourself some green coffee. Though that's the way that you're going to become good at the thing. The courses, the education track, they give you structured learning. They allow you to feel bona fide within yourself and your peers. If you're looking to become employed, they can be very useful on your CV. But practical experience is exactly where you're going to find all of the information that you require. Of course, there are people on the internet, such as myself, that will divulge information that generally surrounds coffee roasting or anything to do with coffee producing. And you can use those in order to give you waypoints in your learning. But getting amongst it, doing the thing, that's where you're going to really thrive. Just for fun, I've gone and got my certificates that I've got over a period of time. These used to be in frames and on the wall, but I've taken those off. Ooh, look. Barista Skills Foundation, July 2016. God, 10 years ago. July 2014, Roasting Intermediate. Oh, semi-professional. What else? Roasting Foundation. Okay, well that's good. It's good that I've got the foundation as well. Q. I'm really proud of that. That was an honour to be able to pass it, to be able to actually get into that. Introduction to Coffee. Right, so here we are. Here's something to talk about. This here is from the London School of Coffee. Q is a different thing. Here's the SCAE that was, I'm in Europe, UK. It's now SCA, and then there are other divisions therein. So where to go to do these courses? These were in-person expressions of learning. You can do that at various different points inside of the country. If you go to the SCA website, so sca.org, I think, sca.com, I don't know. Go to the SCA, Specialty Coffee Association's website, and they will have a list of courses that are available across the different learning tracks, and you will be able to choose which country and then an AST, so a service provider or a trainer that has been accredited by the SCA. You can then sign up, present yourself to the course instructor's place of instruction and do the course. So that's really fantastic. There are an awful lot of things that you can do online as well. There is now Barista Hustle that does an accredited learning track that is digital, so through videos, etc. And there are other types and forms of being able to learn. Personally, I like to be hands-on. I like to drive somewhere, get to an event space and learn some things with other people. So I've always aligned myself with doing in-person learning. However, I do also and have also taken online courses as well. I've done the Scott Rao's roasting course online. That was very good. I've also been in person to one of his events as well. I have recently paid for an online course specific to lorring that was by Rob Hoos, which is fantastic. Very expensive. I'll come back to the expense, but worth it. Rob Hoos's course goes through everything that I need to know for the lorring and will sit as a tool for the business going forward. But, and here's the but about the in-person thing that I was talking about, I much prefer in-person learning, and to that end I spent an awful lot of money for one-on-one lorring roaster training, which will be happening in 2 weeks from now. So I've got a gentleman who is going to come and spend 2 days with me, and we're going to go through many things about this roaster that I don't quite understand, and I feel like it would be good to have a professional, an accredited trainer from this particular manufacturer stood with me, going through some of the facets that I wish to know. Now, I could learn this myself. What I'm doing is using a bit of money to expedite the information absorbed, to also be able to understand the best practices when it comes to the questions that I want to ask. This machine has roast automation. I'm not a technophobe, but those things don't come firsthand with me or to me. So I would like somebody to come and help me understand roast automation so that it can decouple me from the roaster. But that sort of stuff is somewhere towards the pinnacle of courses and education. Why? Because it's very costly. And if you're new to the world of understanding coffee education, maybe paying for one-on-one isn't of value right at the inception of your career. So possibly on that basis, you would start with online, you would then present to some in-person learning, and following on from that, as you begin your professional career, then you would get some one-on-one tuition with a professional. So hopefully you'll understand that I support the notion of partaking in courses. Hopefully you understand that it adds value to yourself and to your potential career path. That value is important for people such as myself. I have somewhat, and still do, imposter syndrome. Even though I've been running my company for 17 years and I've been roasting lots and lots of coffee, I get close to probably 35, 40,000 batches, maybe even more. I think I know what I'm doing, but it's nice to have that internal ratification that you do know what you're doing. And that can be ratified through structured learning. So where possible, at any point in your career, I would wholeheartedly say, take courses. Choose the learning track that's proportionate to the stage of your career path or your entry point. Start off with things that are cheap. Start off with places that are like your local roastery, online learning, easy to access stuff, low bar or low barrier to entry. As you begin to understand that it's a career that you wish to take or that you just want to know more, start layering up the types of courses that you attend. Personally, I feel that in-person learning and tutoring is where all the value is had. Then spend time on your apparatus, whether you're brewing a V60 or you're working with green coffee or you're roasting coffee. Get onto that apparatus, because structured learning is useless until it's practically applied. And there's one of the key takeaways. You can learn and learn and learn all that you want. You could spend hundreds of hours sitting in front of YouTube watching people like me talk about the thing, but none of it has value until it's practically applied in the track that you want to take. For me, it was roasting. So I wanted to take roasting courses and then understand coffee more broadly through an introduction to coffee, green coffee, cupping, all of the facets that feed into roasting. And I did so through those courses over a period of time. I now feel somewhat that I know what I'm doing, and I have some certificates to show that other people think that I know what I'm doing. And that's of value to me. Value so that I can feel confident in the marketplace, value for myself and feeling confident. And also, here's another little caveat. If you have competitors, it's also a little bit of kudos against them as well. Make sure that you can position yourself well against your peers and your competition. Okay, so I think I've rambled on quite enough about courses, and I hope, as usual, that this video is of value. I'll politely remind you that this is not a prescribed route. This is just a description of my experience. Many of the things that I talk about on this long-form platform YouTube are exactly that. It's just a description of my life experiences, and not to say that you should do the things that James did, because to be perfectly honest, you should avoid a lot of the things that I have done in my life. But I'll describe those so that maybe it mitigates some of the pitfalls that I have fallen into. I hope also that this video has proved useful to you. If it has, subscribe, share it amongst people. All of those things are algorithmically great, and it's a nice little pat on the back for the effort that it takes to film these things. And as a final close, if you ever pick up a bag of coffee that I've roasted, I hope you enjoy it. You have a great day.